Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I just want to go over a few of the things that I picked up recently. Hey guys, welcome back. I want to talk about a few things that I picked up today, two of which are I'm very excited to add to my collection, and I'll get to those in a minute. I made a few different stops throughout the last few weeks, and one of which was an antique mall. And I think it was my last collection update video where I talked about an antique mall, where I got the 16mm film editor. This is actually a different one that I stopped at, but I ended up grabbing a few things there. So starting things off, I was missing this film within my collection for the longest time. I don't really know, I just never came across it at a good price. And so I got this for $4, but that was the film Tremors 3. So I don't really remember this film all that well. I remember the first Tremors and maybe the second one, and I know the fourth one was set in the West or something, but there's 7 of these movies or something. But I believe this was the only one that I was missing in my collection, so I'm happy to add that to it. So the next one, this is directed by Charlie Kaufman and written by Charlie Kaufman. I think there's somebody else that directed this, but I'm excited because Charlie Kaufman is the same director or the writer as Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. And so this looks like it's a stop animation, stop motion film. And so I'm very excited to check this out. I've been wanting to see this for a while, and I believe this was only $3 or so for the Blu-ray at this particular antique mall. And then at the same booth, I actually found 2 more films, and those were both anime films, which if you watch my other videos, I guess, you know that I'm not a huge anime fan. However, I do want to kind of watch some of the classic anime titles out there. And so I got these 2 for, I think they were $3 or $4 a piece, at this antique mall. And so I know definitely Spirited Away is one of those that I have seen pop up in a lot of different lists, whether that's 1,000 of the greatest films ever made, or just films that you should probably see before you die. And so Spirited Away is definitely one that I wanted to check out. I do have the DVD, and so this is technically an upgrade for me. But I never got around to actually watching the DVD. So, and then this one as well, it's by the same director, and so I've also heard good things about that title. And then the other day I stopped in at a Goodwill, and this particular Goodwill, I've talked about it several times before. I have a love-hate relationship with it. Sometimes they have fantastic stuff there, stuff that carts of films, or sometimes they have absolutely nothing. This time around, there was actually, I got 4 titles, of things that I was okay, for $1, I think it was $1.50 each. But the first one here, this is the Cloverfield Paradox film. I have not seen this. I think I own Cloverfield and 10 Cloverfield Lane, but I have not seen this one yet. But yeah, I feel like I'm not expecting too much, but it just, I don't know. I got, for $1.50, got the DVD. The next thing I got, this is actually a 5-movie collection. These are films that I have never seen, or I've never had in my collection. I've had the first one on VHS, but I've never had these in my collection. And so I figured for $1.50 for the 5-movie Blu-ray collection, I figured it'd probably be worth grabbing, but that is the collection of Dragonheart. So this includes all 5 Dragonheart films. But let me know in the comments if these are any good, because I know nothing about these, and so I'm very curious, what these are. The next 2 I got, these kind of go together. I guess one's Marvel, one's DC, but and I know this one's not necessarily a good film, but I got Morbius, and yeah, for $1.50, I figured I would check it out. I've never seen it, but Yeah, I've heard not so many great things, but this one is actually fun because I was looking for this because I have the theatrical cut in my collection already, and so I figured I wanted to check out I guess the director's cut of the film, which is running at 242 minutes long. I've never seen this film or the theatrical cut, so I've never seen either, but I wouldn't mind checking out both to kind of compare the differences. But that is the film Zack Snyder's Justice League. And so I've heard that this was actually an improvement upon the story. But like I said, I've never seen either of the film or either cut of the film, so I'm very curious on that. And then a few days later, I stopped in at the Retro Attic. It's been a while since I've been there, just with between Christmas and New Year's and just everything else going on. I just haven't, I never got a chance to get out there. So I did pick up a few things when I was there, and one of which I was very, very excited to grab because he posts on Facebook different things that come into the store. And so one of them I saw, and I knew I really wanted it, but I figured it would sell out before I could get out to his store, but thankfully it was still there. But the first one that I got, this is technically a Region B Blu-ray put out by Eureka, but this is The Bride with White Hair. So I've never seen it, and this was only $5, and so I figured for $5 for a Eureka title, I was definitely going to snag that because that is excellent pricing for Eureka. I still don't have a region-free player or Blu-ray player, so I am working on trying to figure that out so I can actually watch some of these Region B Blu-rays that I have. But the next one I got, this is one that I had on DVD, and so this is technically an upgrade, but kind of going along with the Charlie Kaufman theme. This is Synecdoche, New York, on 4K. And this has, I guess these are out-of-print slipcovers. These are put out by Sony Picture Classics. And so I don't know a whole lot about Sony Picture Classics as a label, but I guess they put out these slipcovers. The only thing I do not like about them is they have this blue spine. If you can see it there, if it'll focus. And it's kind of an eyesore in my opinion. I wish it was like a black spine with the white lettering. I think that would look so much sharper than a blue spine. But I get it, like Sony, I feel like Sony, like blue is kind of associated with Sony. But yeah, I love that they're putting out 4Ks of these titles. And he had a few of them, and so I grabbed only 2 of which. And I would have loved to grab more, but I think this one was $20 with the slipcover, which I was excited about because it seemed like that was actually a pretty good price on that. But this is the one that I saw on his Facebook post that I was really, really after, and I was very excited that it was still there, and it was actually at a really good price. So this is the film Run, Lola, Run. This is the Sony Picture Classics 4K of the film. Again, with the blue spine, which I'm not a huge fan of, but this slipcover is out of print as far as I know, and I got this for only $8. So $8 for a 4K. I am very excited about this. This was a great find. This is a film I've not seen, and I've actually never owned this movie, and I've always wanted to see it, but I'm excited to add that to the collection as well. And then on Sunday, I had a few errands to run before my live stream, and I decided to nip into the Goodwill. This is a different Goodwill that I normally go to. And I used to live kind of near this one, and so I would go to this one more regularly, but I decided to just see what they had, and they had a decent amount of films there. And I mentioned this on my last live stream, where it was very encouraging to see a lot of people there had movies in their carts, and they had, they were looking for movies, they were looking through the films, and so it was just encouraging to see people picking up physical media. And some of which in their piles I kind of wish I was able to grab, but that is the way it goes. I mean, I didn't get there early enough, but I did get 2 titles when I was there. The first one is the film. This looks like an older, from the 30s, I believe. No, 42. This is 1942, and that is the film The Big Street. So for $1.70, I decided to grab that. Know nothing about it, but it looks kind of interesting. And then the next one, I got this. This is actually a 4-movie collection, again for $1.70. And I got this mainly for one of the titles, but this includes Dark Tower, God's End, Martin, and Modern Vampires. So it's just a 4-pack movie of horror films, but I mainly got this for George A. Romero's Martin. So I've never seen Martin, but I think it was, who was it? Indicator? Second Sight? One of the bigger companies put out a nice, I think it was a Blu-ray or 4K of the film Martin semi-recently. But I've always wanted to see it, and so I now have a copy, even if it's only part of a 4-pack on... thankfully, with this, each movie does come in its like own disc, which I always love it when these 4-packs do that, meaning that the movies aren't compressed down to nothing. They're on their own individual disc, which I am happy about. And then after Goodwill, I decided to stop in at the Exchange, which is kind of near this particular Goodwill. The Exchange, I've talked about this before, I think, on this channel, but basically the Exchange is similar to Half Price Books or the Retro Attic that I've talked about also in this channel, but they sell video games, movies, Blu-ray, DVD, 4K. And what else do they sell? Music, a lot of different types of music, CDs, vinyl, and stuff like that. So every now and then I do stop in there to see if they have any solid deals. And thankfully, they actually had a couple items that I've been looking for within my collection. Now, these are both going to be Criterion titles. These are both out of print. And they're both things that I was probably going to have to order off eBay, which I will do for Criterion. I'll order things off eBay, and if I can't find it in a store. But usually on eBay, they're going to be more expensive. But thankfully, both of these were actually priced at a decent pricing. So the first one here, this is one that I've seen like every time I see this film, or this, I guess it's a set of films, it is at a $50 price tag. And so this was only at $22. And that is The Complete Mr. Arcaden. So this is spy number 322. And this is a nice big DVD box set put out by Criterion. One really nice thing with this set, it comes with like a whole novel. This is like not just a booklet. This is a full-blown novel. It's 245 pages, which I'm very excited about. And this comes with, looks like 3 different versions, maybe I can do that, 3 different versions of the film. So I'm very excited to add this to my collection. This is out of print, like I said, and so anytime I come across these out of print titles at a pretty good price, I mean only $22 versus, roughly $50 is what this usually sells for, I am excited to add that to the collection. Now this one, I had a little bit of store credit left over from another transaction I did, and so this brought the price for this one down a little bit. But this is spy number 358, and that is the film Pandora's Box. Now, this movie is long out of print. It's fairly hard to find. I've actually never seen it in person, but besides this one time where I purchased it. And usually, I feel like they're usually like sell for, anywhere from $80 to well over $100, just depending on condition and whatnot. But I've seen these on eBay several times, and this one I got for $55. Now, I had $30 store credit, and so that brings the whole cost down, which is nice. And so I got this at a very good price. And this particular set, it also comes with a nice book. And this is more of a booklet with like going over things from the movies, whether that's photos or all these different essays and whatnot. These are always fantastic to have within these editions. But and then in here you get, it's a 2-disc set. So I've actually, the one and only time I saw this film, I went to a screening in, where was that? It's like on a college campus, and they had a live music playing with the film, and so somebody was like playing the organ live with the movie, and so that was a very great theatrical experience of the movie, and so I'm very excited to add this Criterion edition to the collection. I do technically already have this film within the Janus Films box set, but that is not technically Criterion. This one is actually assigned a spine number, and so it will actually find a home on the shelf. But that is everything that I picked up over the last few weeks or so. So let me know in the comments down below what you think of my recent pickups. I am curious what you have to say. But thank you guys so much for watching. I am hoping to do maybe another video this week. We'll see. I don't know. Maybe. So keep an eye out for that. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I will see you guys all in the next video. Bye.